I want to apologize for my indecisiveness in this video. It's just so confusing sometimes when you're building something that's just original. And I would love to put the e-brake there because it would be really professional having it right near the steering wheel. It'd be like Ken Block and, you know, less professional like Adam LZ. The way Adam has it is he has a rod going right along here, and it's real classy. Where mine, if I went ahead and did that, I've already cut everything. All I need to do is weld it. My tabs come off like that. Weld that to that post. The problem is, once it comes off, it's coming off at an angle. Not very much, but it's coming off at an angle. You guys have to use your imagination for this part, but this would be back here. And the post that connects the two would go from here to there, crossing over the e-brake, crossing over these controls, and then potentially getting in the way of reverse. It would just barely get in the way of reverse. So I don't like that. There's a couple problems. One, I want to keep the handle. Two, I don't want stuff getting in the way. And three, if I don't have to weld something, then that's beneficial because there's wires and things can get hot and burn. So if I didn't want to use this handle, I could still have a handle that connects here, goes up, and goes near my steering wheel. Problem is, I want to use that handle. I've removed this. I think I'm going to put it right here. That way I can just bolt this whole assembly right here. And I mean, this has its benefits. It's more efficient to just bolt something down. Next, this would be closer to the shifter. So I'm shifting over here. I'm pushing the clutch and gas and all my foot stuff over here. And then when I want to go around a corner, let it go. And then do my gears. That makes sense to me and this car and the e-brake I chose. So that's how I think I'm going to do it. Plus there's not as many wires over here as there are right here. This can go really bad really fast. This, just put a glove over that and weld it up. But the cool thing is this is aluminum. Well, actually this isn't a cool thing. This is aluminum and this is a steel frame. So when you have aluminum bolted to steel, the steel rusts out and the aluminum chafes and, you know, because they're two dissimilar metals. You'll learn about that in chemistry class or welding class. But anyways, I think it's gonna go right there. We're just gonna go for it. Oh, nice shiny metal. This is like Tempur-Pedic material. This is nice stuff. I should make a bed out of this. That should be enough. Now my idea is, see how this sits down here? Well, first of all, I'm going to flip the handle around so it's like that, drill a new hole, so then the handle will be sitting upright. And since the drive shaft, since this area is hard to get to, and this is aluminum, so since you have two dissimilar metals, you can't weld aluminum to steel. So I'm probably going to end up making a bracket out of steel, bolting it to that, and then welding that bracket to the steel here. Basically what I want to build is a bracket. So we need a nice strong foundation, so we'll use some thicker material here to weld to the tunnel of the car. So if we have a lot of surface area of welding to that nice thick plate, then we'll have a strong foundation that won't go anywhere. If we're looking at this from the top, then we'll run a piece of square tubing about 3.5 inches, and then we'll put another plate on top of that. It'll have 2 holes in it so we can bolt in our hydraulic e-brake. And from a side view, this is going to be our extension. This is where the brake will go, reservoir cap, and then this is where it'll be bolted onto the top. In theory, that is. Now the problem I'm running into now There's always problems, you guys. This isn't gonna be comfy because if I'm gonna be sitting like this, my arm, the back of my arm's gonna hit the seat, and then I'm not gonna have any travel. So, if I bring this up here, then I can actually bend my arm and get some travel out of it. So I'm thinking something like that. About 4 inches, because this is going to sit down a little lower. 4 inches. And then I can weld a nice sturdy plate to this so that my plate absolutely won't move. This stuff is just strong because there's bends in it. If this was just a sheet, like this is all a car is. It's just one sheet and then they press it and do all this other fancy stuff. And that's what gives it the structural integrity. So this is weak by itself though. So if I weld a nice sturdy plate there, we give it a good foundation, we build up, weld, bolt, weld, bolt, weld, bolt, new motto. Weld, bolt, I ended up cutting that piece up, and there's a middleman in between those two, but I got rid of that. Now that will be able to fit right under that. Now you just have to tack it up, check the fitment, and then if it fits, go ahead and weld it. It works! Let's go ahead and finalize this weld. I just got done welding that thing up. Now I gotta let it cool down. What should I do while I let it cool down?
You've got mail.
I got some mail. Obviously not the right tool for the job. They didn't single bag it. They didn't double bag it. They didn't double bag it. They triple bagged it. BMW parts. Well, I give them an A for package quality. Let's do this wrong again. Since that other one was caved in, you know, way too much horsepower the last time. Wow, that stinks. Looks pretty cool though. Hey, it comes with a hose clamp. That's a nice high quality. It looks like it's stainless steel. It is a high quality hose clamp. Extreme BMW parts. Like we got like a whole warehouse now. The BMW project is coming along quite fine. If I do say so myself. Back to the BMW build. It's still hot even after mealtime. All welds look like crap, whether they're beautiful or disgusting. And that's a high quality weld right there. That's a 3D Machines weld. Here's the system I've come up with. I think this will be comfortable enough. And then I can still shift into fourth pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to be drifting in fourth gear. I don't have to have it that far away from the shifter. So I think that's a pretty good place right about there. I have to finalize these thicker welds though before I go ahead and weld this plate to that thin stuff. Order of operations, folks.